Welcome to the show. This is Future Shock. I'm Edward St. Pé, and this show revolves around information regarding AI and other technical advancements that are going on out there. So we cover it every day and we're learning a lot as we go through this process because there's so much happening right now. Everything is in a state of flux regarding AI and really what does it mean? And we can get into all kind of philosophical questions regarding, is it good, is it bad? Will it help humanity? Will it not help humanity? Is it going to become, something that will change the planet? Yeah, it will. I mean, it's changing the planet as we speak. We talked a little bit about the various breakthroughs that have occurred over just in the last few weeks. We look at video from Sora, which is OpenAI's text-to-video application where you can speak or, text or synthesize your voice text into text form and send it to the AI. In this case, Sora is another OpenAI invention, right? It's another app where you can explain what you want video-wise, and within a minute or so, less, it comes back with the video. It's full HD quality photorealistic video, and it's already edited, basically. So you say, I would like to see a car driving through the beach, at a high speed, and then turning off into the forest, and that's what you get back, It's an amazing thing. It's almost magical. But, it's also magical, really. I mean, when the science gets to this point, where does science end and magic begins, sort of, that's really kind of what magic is, that when our threshold of understanding the science ends, that's kind of where magic begins. And so that's sort of where we're at right now with AI. So today we've got a segment on the general AI news from this last week. We've got an updated bit of information on AI developments, and we'll look at that. And also 7 skills you need if you're going to work in AI that would be beneficial, We talked a little bit yesterday about some of the various industries that are going to be impacted by the development of, like, for example, Sora with this video, text-to-video application. What will that mean for editors and photographers and people in animation? If you're in the animation field right now, what does this mean when this type of an advance, this gigantic breakthrough becomes more mainstream? Will you have a job? Well, that's a good question. There's so many jobs that would be sort of along that same, in that same area there where, the jobs could be impacted, but on the other hand, it could open up new jobs in a new field. Sort of a transition from one thing to something similar but different. And so that's probably what we're going to see a lot of. So anyway, let's get started with our AI news from this week.
OpenAI recently announced they're welcoming back Sam Altman to their board and introducing new members like Dr. Sue Desmond-Hellmann, Nicole Seligman, and Fidji Simo. This news came after a big investigation by a law firm called WilmerHale into why Sam Altman had to leave his CEO position before. They found out that there were some trust issues between the old board and Sam, but concluded that Sam and another leader, Greg, are still the right people to lead OpenAI. During this tough time, OpenAI's employees showed a lot of support for Sam, which influenced the changes that followed. Besides bringing in new board members, OpenAI is also dealing with a lawsuit from Elon Musk, who is unhappy about how the company is working with Microsoft. Despite these challenges, OpenAI continues to grow, with its ChatGPT app becoming incredibly popular and attracting huge investments. All right, now Anthropic has recently launched its newest AI model called Claude 3. This model is a big deal because it's better at math, understanding information, and coding compared to what Google and OpenAI have made. The AI model comes in 3 types: Haiku, Sonnet, and Opus, with Opus being the most advanced. These versions are designed so people can choose what works best for their needs, balancing smartness, speed, and cost. The top model, Opus, is especially noted for outshining its rivals. Amazon Web Services will include these Claude 3 models for its business customers as part of its ongoing collaboration with Anthropic. This introduction is part of the bigger competition among tech giants like Amazon, Google, and Microsoft in the AI field. Meanwhile, government regulators are watching these companies closely to ensure fair competition in the booming AI sector. Next, researchers have come up with a new way to find and remove risky information from AI systems, making them safer. This method, called MindWipe, can help stop AI from being used for bad things like cyber attacks or making bioweapons. A team from Scale AI, the Center for AI Safety, and other experts worked together on this project. They made a bunch of questions to see if an AI could help make dangerous weapons, then used the MindWipe method to get rid of this dangerous knowledge without harming the AI's other abilities too much. The idea is to make sure AI doesn't cause big problems while still working well in other areas. This approach is surely a better way to keep AI systems safe compared to older methods, which were easier to get around. Even though the technique mainly focused on removing certain types of knowledge, like biology and cybersecurity, it's seen as an important step in making AI safer for everyone. Now, another breakthrough. Researchers at Cornell Tech have made a computer virus that uses AI to move around on its own. This virus is a kind of worm, meaning it can spread itself without any help. The team tried this out on AI email helpers from big tech companies like OpenAI's GPT-4, Google's Gemini Pro, and an open source model called Lava. They made a special input that tricks these AI models into helping the virus spread and steal personal info like names and credit card numbers. The virus can even hide in pictures, making it easier to spread through emails without people knowing. After finding out how serious this could be, the researchers told OpenAI and Google about it. OpenAI said they're working on making their systems safer. This experiment shows us that while AI is cool for things like helping with emails, it's important to keep these systems safe from hackers and viruses. As AI becomes a bigger part of our lives, making sure it's secure is crucial. Okay, next. Meta is putting a lot of money into AI technology.
It seems like we talk a lot about what's going on in OpenAI, and I guess that's because ChatGPT-4, it was such an explosive hit. It's kind of dominated the news, and so many different companies are working in the field, developing AI projects. Everybody is involved. Amazon's in there, Google, of course, OpenAI, NVIDIA, and Tesla. Elon Musk is heavily involved with all that. Yesterday, we talked a little bit about another aspect of all of this, how it all ties in. Tesla, of course, they're doing humanoid robots along with the electric cars, but the humanoid robots is another part of their business, and they are really, really advanced out there with the beginning of true humanoid robots and infused with AI, right? So we've got that, along with Boston Dynamics. They're doing a whole bunch of robots, also AI-driven robots, all right? So we looked at some of the videos. It's amazing to see really what they're capable of doing at this point. But that's why we've been talking so much about OpenAI, I guess, is because they've got Sora, which is a big development, over the last few weeks. They've already got ChatGPT-4 and about to release ChatGPT-5. People were sort of speculating, what will that be? If it's a tenfold increase in intelligence, we'd be going from where ChatGPT-4 is right now, IQ of about 150, potentially much greater than that, 10 times more. Well, that would put it at 1,000. So what does that mean? There's nothing that's ever been that intelligent on the planet. Nothing's ever exceeded 150, 155 as an IQ. So what if you're talking about 1,000 or 1,500? What will that mean, right? But that's still not really AGI. That is still artificial intelligence. AGI, artificial general intelligence, that's sort of, I guess there's a lot of different explanations as to really what that is, but one explanation that I heard recently is basically that, whereas a lot of the AI projects are narrowly focused on one thing or, a broad area, but still they have one set of skills. Artificial general intelligence, it will generalize all information and be able to process it, at one time. So it's a big advance. It'd be they talk about singularity approaching the point where it's conscious, it's an intelligence that is aware, it's a sentient being in itself, you know. So, you know, then the question comes up, where does sentience lie, even in the human framework, even in biological, you know, consciousness? Is it centered in the biological body, or is it something else? Could it exist outside of a body? Does it have to be in a brain, or the neural networks of an artificial intelligence, would it be the same thing, except not biological, mechanical? So that's, you know, a lot of questions there. You know, we talked a little bit yesterday about one of the big things that occurred recently at OpenAI when Sam Altman was fired, and then he was hired back after a few weeks, maybe about a week actually, and the board members who fired him, they ended up leaving, and now Sam was just put back on the board, and of course he came back there, and all of the employees that were about to mutiny and leave with him, they all stayed. But the reason why, that's the question, why was he fired? Why was Sam Altman, of all people, fired from OpenAI, the project that he sort of shepherded and created? Well, yesterday we talked about that. The speculation is that perhaps, you know, they say he was not less than candid with the board, so they fired him. But what was that what was that about? What was he being less than candid about? The speculation is one of their projects, QStar, which was in development and is in development at OpenAI, had achieved the artificial general intelligence stamp, right? It was conscious, and that they discovered that it had the capability. Here's the catch. Here's the real pivotal moment. They said that this particular AI had the ability to decrypt anything. So it was able to, encryption was solved, whatever it might be, the AI could solve the encryption on both ends, whatever, which put in peril every single password encryption device on the planet. It was no longer encrypted as far as the QStar project was concerned. It could solve it. It could unencrypt it. It could decrypt it. So it was such a big situation that they encountered there. That's what was not translated to the board, evidently. So it caused a big issue over there. I guess, really, regardless of whatever happened to Sam Altman, he's back there now, but regardless of any of that, the question is that particular AI able to decrypt? If so, you can see the dilemma. Anything could be decrypted that's encrypted right now. I mean, it could be, you know, things regarding banking, personal information. Much worse, it could be, you know, the use of weapons and such as that, which right now are encrypted and can be just, you know, arbitrarily decoded by people, but this system could do it. So that's an example of something that could become, you know, really bad news really quick. So anyway, that's one thing I read a couple of days ago, and we talked about it a little bit yesterday. Well, okay, we've got more information on the world of AI. What if you were going to try to work with AI and you were going to try to use it in your business? What skills do you have right now, or could you start to gain? What skills could you gain to become better able to use AI in your business and in your life? Maybe make money. You know, we talked about investment opportunities with some of the AI companies out there the other day. Let's take a look at this video. This is the 7 skills that can help you in working with AI.
Have you ever wondered if you're equipped to thrive in a world where AI is king? Whether you're hunting for a job or hiring in 2024, one question looms large. What skills do you need? In these early AI days, there are 2 types of skills that are becoming incredibly valuable. First, there are the tech skills that let you tap into the power of cutting-edge tools. Then there are the soft skills, the human touch that machines can't replicate. In this video, we're revealing 7 essential AI skills that will matter not just for the next year, but for a long time to come. So let's get started. Skill 1. Programming languages. Programming languages are the foundation of AI development. They're the tools that allow developers to create AI solutions. In the AI world, Python takes the lead. It's simple, readable, and has a vast library ecosystem, including TensorFlow and PyTorch. Python consistently ranks high among programming languages, making it a go-to choice for AI. But Python isn't the only player in town. Languages like Java, C++, and R also have their roles. Java's versatile, C++ delivers high performance, and R is perfect for data analysis and AI projects. So mastering these languages is the first step in your AI journey in 2024 and beyond. Skill 2. Machine learning and deep learning. Let's dive into our next essential skill: machine learning, ML, and deep learning, DL. Machine learning is the brainpower behind AI. It enables AI systems to analyze data, identify patterns, and make predictions. ML is responsible for recommendation systems, fraud detection algorithms, and even those self-driving cars you hear about. In 2024, it's more critical than ever because the demand for ML engineers has surged by a whopping 60% year over year. As far as deep learning is concerned, it uses artificial neural networks to handle complex, unstructured data, like images, audio, and text, with unmatched accuracy. Deep learning powers speech recognition, image classification, and natural language understanding. Why is this essential in 2024 and beyond? Simple. As AI applications continue to grow and diversify, ML and DL are the driving forces behind them. Whether it's improving healthcare, automating tasks, or making sense of vast amounts of data, ML and DL are the tools that shape the AI landscape. In other words, mastering ML and DL is your ticket to leading the AI revolution. Skill 3. Natural Language Processing, NLP. Now, picture this. What if machines could not only understand our words, but also converse with us in a way that feels completely natural? That's our fifth essential AI skill: natural language processing, or NLP. NLP is like teaching computers to understand and talk to us like humans. It's all about making machines speak our language. You've probably met virtual assistants like Siri, Alexa, and Google Assistant. They use NLP to understand what we ask and give us answers that make sense. And there are super smart programs like GPT-3 that take NLP to the next level, writing text that's just like a human would. As businesses race to offer tailor-made customer experiences and streamline customer support, the demand for NLP experts is reaching new heights. In sectors ranging from e-commerce to healthcare, finance, and content creation, NLP specialists are the ones crafting smart systems that can analyze, grasp, and communicate in human language seamlessly. Skill 4. Cloud computing. AI projects require immense computing power, and that's where our next important skill, cloud computing, comes in. It's like having a limitless source of computing strength that's crucial for handling big data sets, training complex AI models, and spreading AI applications worldwide. Big players like Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud provide a wide array of AI and machine learning services through the cloud. These services come with pre-made machine learning models, data storage solutions, and powerful GPU resources, making it super easy for developers to tap into the cloud's potential for AI. From 2022 to 2030, the worldwide cloud computing market is projected to increase from $570 billion to nearly $2.5 trillion. This substantial growth indicates a rising need for individuals possessing the technical expertise to aid both large and small businesses in transitioning to the cloud. Those who are proficient in the various tools and platforms of cloud computing will continue to be valuable and competitive in the job market, not only in 2024, but also in the years that follow. Skill 5.
Okay, so we'll get back to that on another segment coming up. Tomorrow we've got a rerun coming. So the next day, Thursday, we'll have another live show, and we'll continue with the skills. I think we get up to number 4, so we'll take a look at 5, 6, and 7. The 7 skills that will help you if you're trying to work in AI and trying to, get a handle on it and use it, infuse it into your daily workflow. Okay, this is our segment where we talk a little bit about the store that is the sponsor of the show, Pendragon Apothecary. And it's a store that is, I guess you'd call it a forward-leaning wellness shop. We've got all of the different medicinal mushrooms, the powders that they're used in medicine, in Chinese medicine, also Vedic medicine. We've got all of that, all of the 7 individual mushrooms, and we've got them compounded into one powder. It's called adaptogenic. It's got all 7 mushrooms in it for various health benefits. You know about lion's mane. Everybody's heard of that at this point. Lion's mane is a mushroom that helps with cognitive issues. They use it in various parts of the world to treat people for various types of cognitive issues, dementia, things like that. And so that's in there, along with all the other mushrooms. So you get the benefit of all of the mushrooms at one pop with that particular powder. Another way you can take some of these plant medicines is through a tincture, which is usually a glycerin or an alcohol-based liquid, right, with the infusion of the herbs already in it. And you take the dropper, you put it on your tongue, take it in sublingually, and you get the benefits of that medicine in your system that way. All right, here's one called Relax. So what's in this? Okay, it is lemon balm, passion flower, chamomile, ashwagandha, and lavender. And it's based in an alcohol base, and you just use it like I mentioned before. You take a dropper, put it on your tongue, get it into your system sublingually, straight into the bloodstream, so you get the nutrients like that. It's a pretty simple hack. Also, I mentioned before that 7 mushroom powder called adaptogenic. We have that also in a tincture. So it's the same product, but it's tincturized. So it's easy to take with you. You can carry it if you're traveling, and you just, you get the mushrooms in your system very quickly and simply through the tincture, as opposed to making a tea or sprinkling it on food. Either way, but it seems to me like the tincture is a quick way to do it. Also, yesterday, I think we talked a little bit about the fact that we've got the Blue Lotus here. We've got Blue Lotus. This is the Blue Lotus tea. This is the actual flower of the Blue Lotus plant. We get it from Thailand, and it's an anti-anxiety product. You can make tea with it. And also, we have the Blue Lotus infused red wine, which is something that we produce here. It's the Blue Lotus infused with red wine and then percolated for a month or 2, and then there it is. And so it's the same thing. And this is really not anything new. The Egyptians used this very same recipe that we've learned about, the Blue Lotus and the red wine infusion, back thousands of years ago, and they used it for religious purposes, spiritual connectivity, prayer, meditation. They even use the wine for lovemaking because, as I have read, it becomes more of a spiritual experience with the partners involved. So it's a very special product, Blue Lotus is, and we've got it here at Pendragon Apothecary. It's 1016 Government Street in downtown Ocean Springs, and online, it's pendragonapothecary.com. And I know we're about out of time, but please, if you like the show, you can email me. Let me know what you think of it. If you've got any requests, it's edward@ocean7tv.com. We're broadcasting over the air on Channel 7.1, which is the Ocean 7 television station, and also streaming on Facebook and soon some other platforms. Right now, I think we're on Facebook for Ocean 7 TV, and my personal Edward St. Page Facebook page will be streaming to both of those every day at noon live. So we're live every day. Tomorrow we'll be on tape tomorrow because we have a day off tomorrow. But then we'll be back the next day for another live show. So every day streaming live, and that's hopefully opened us up to some new viewers out there. So I'd like to hear from you. So drop me an email, edward@ocean7tv, and let me know what you think of the show. Okay, that's it for today's show. We'll see you next time.